What's going on here today? That's a loaded question. I like to think about that a lot. About being in the moment and really trying to predict the future as it pertains to technologies, our well-being, our interactions from every waking moment, and even when we are unconscious, sleeping throughout the night, our biometrics, the mechanisms which read the signals of our circadian rhythms, our neurons and synapse, and how things will be integrated. Once you step foot off that bed, get that coffee machine going. It knows you like it dark. It's going to make that coffee exactly the same way every single morning for you. You're going to simply give it a thought. You want to have a little flavoring of amaretto as opposed to hazelnut the day before? It'll do it for you without any effort. You can jump in the shower after that cup of coffee. That water is just going to come out at the exact same temperature you liked it last time. You may want it a little bit hotter because you ran 10 miles the day before and your muscles are a little bit sore, so you want to have a little bit of a massage pattern coming out of that nozzle. 118 degrees will probably be just right. The Internet of Things and the way that this technology is going to be integrated into our lives seamlessly, effortlessly. It may seem to be something 50, 75 years out. Science fiction. We might be around to experience it. My children will definitely be able to enjoy the benefits of the technologies that'll be around then. My children's children and so forth. We're at the infancy of this technology. Blockchain technology, augmented reality, the Internet of Things, machine learning, neural networks. As Elon Musk is launching his satellites for internet access globally, thousands of satellites will be integrated, communicating one to another from the ground up and beyond. We're beyond the information age. We are at an age where our biology will become the technology. Nanotechnology, nanoparticles, graphene, lithium ions, the electronics that will be harnessing energy from the sun and the simple motion of our actions will be perpetual. And it'll be awesome. For now, we're paying the utility companies to crank out our data mining, our blockchain and Bitcoin mining. But at some point, it'll all become active in the background, without effort, without general knowledge. We'll take it for granted, as everything will be performed through the infrastructure that we create today. And what do we see when we look back? It'll all be so clear, and we will not understand why we missed so many obvious benefits of some of the things that we just cannot fathom at this point. in the 21st century. As 2100 rolls around, some of you may be reading this or watching it somehow in the future through your televised and visual portals that allow you to reach into the past and manipulate space-time one way or another. Not saying time travel will be possible, but we will definitely get a better idea as far as the distant universe and the relationship it has on us today and tomorrow and 100 years from now. I'm excited. I'm so glad to be alive today because we're able to set this foundation. We're able to make sure that it's strong enough. And although there may be some fumbles and some miscommunication and the inability to really understand these building blocks completely, we know for sure that our actions now are going to perpetuate this development for our future generations, our children and our grandchildren's grandchildren. As our resources diminish, our methods of effectiveness and efficiency will be so fine-tuned that everything on the atomic scale will be perfectly in tune with our lives. As it pertains to our experiences in the retail environment, bringing your family to the grocery store is a perfect example of when you arrive on site to a shopping center, or grocery store, a food market. Think of the few steps that you took getting there from your home to the supermarket. Well, you can experience it virtually, and that's one aspect of being able to get out of your domicile. But to actually physically go from one point to another in a fully autonomous vehicle is not very far-fetched. Once you do arrive at the entrance of the facility, you could put on a pair of smart glasses that are provided to you through the establishment, or by that point you may already have one that's already on your person as a traditional communications device, set of smart glasses, so to speak, as we are utilizing cellular technologies today with our smartphones in the palm of our hand. We will be able to experience so much more tenfold with a augmented display burned directly into our retinas. And there may be some detriment to that, but for the benefits and being able to experience your shopping trip at a grocery store, as an example, you'll be able to recognize real-time data as it pertains to you, your family, your shopping history, your preferences in General Mills cereals, for example. The Internet of Things and the technologies that integrate, as I mentioned before, will allow retailers and commercial activity to be targeted to you directly with coupons and sales and specials that will pertain to you and have been customized and tailored to your needs. So what does that mean for the end user? Well, as you make your way through the supermarket, you may have a actual shopping cart filled with items. You may be able to utilize the technique that Amazon Go is establishing as we speak with their flagship store in Seattle, where there is a cashierless environment and you simply take the item off the shelf and be on your way and out the door, and you are immediately debited from your account. And at that point, it may simply be a cryptocurrency that you're utilizing to pay for those particular services and products. So that brings us down to the blockchain. If you have a cryptocurrency that is a utility token and you are looking to pay for your electricity bill at the local town hall, you could pick up the phone, make a payment arrangement, mail a check by traditional US post office, or you can pick up your smart glasses and simply rearrange your cryptocurrency and have an automatic debit from a crypto account into the utility account for your local jurisdiction. And how do you earn these tokens? Well, through an exchange of sorts. And again, these are things that could be happening in the background, that as the technology does develop, it'll be a seamless exchange from point A to point B through our everyday actions. If you have a 9-to-5, 40-hour per week job doing whatever it may be, you're going to be paid in a particular currency. And it may not very well be the standard fiat US dollar and so forth. It may be something that's not developed for another 5 or 10 years. It may be all-encompassing. But as we are experiencing this onslaught of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency markets, 2017 was just a glimpse into the potential for blockchain technologies, and as it will benefit us through our industry, and it will be a revolutionary experience. Blockchain has the potential of influencing our society so much greater than agriculture had 100 years ago, 150 years ago. The developments of our train systems and colonizing the west of the United States, we are going to get into the colonization of space, and society will be able to fulfill science fiction's dreams and forecasts from the last few decades and quarter century. Now, bringing it all back down into the household and the Internet of Things, and having sensors and technology in appliances throughout the home, built into our walls, our outlets, our light fixtures, our smoke detectors, our televisions, our security cameras, our refrigerators, washing machines, coffee makers, microwave, oven, they all be able to communicate with one another and understand that there is a person in a room. They will be able to read your vital systems that are being communicated with heart rate, perspiration, body temperature, respiration, and various other factors. Your movement, your motion, the algorithms that will be evident in a quarter century from now will have artificial intelligence understand and communicate with you as if it were another human in the room. We are starting to see certain things with these technologies and smart speakers such as Alexa and Google Assistant, where you will be able to interact, however limited, with these systems as they currently exist. But as it will be very transparent for this technology to become very personalized and integrated into your life, your position in this life with your family will become inundated, facilitated throughout your daily activities. And that's not such a bad thing, unless if it all backfires and we have a sentient revolution that will try to extinguish the human race. But I will not go down that road. many others, such as Elon Musk and his band of brothers, who will hopefully protect us from such things. But the developments will continue, and we will be sure to evaluate the situations as they do accrue, enabling us to learn from our past experiences. Machine learning and deep neural networks will develop these patterns, and situational conditions that are hypothetical will be generated through the technologies that will be forecasted to avoid and prevent in the future to come. So that's just about it for today, and I appreciate you guys joining me, and we look forward to you guys subscribing. Hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and I look forward to everything that you guys have to say in the comments below, and I'll be sure to comment and interact with you guys without the use of a bot as much as possible. And if you haven't already, make it a great day. Thank you.